When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Aztecs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Using his legs, it's Levis. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. play action. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Grab near the sticks. It's Finley. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Buckeyes are on the move. He breaks a tackle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hendricks. Finds his target down the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he added the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To the air on 1st down. Buying some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Finley. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak. Got the first down and more.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Look out, he's got room. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get them.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Lost a throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Finds his man open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Aztecs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Wants to keep it in the air. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, San Diego State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Hendricks. With the catch, it's Fenwick. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back into the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Going deep. Complete to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
And the Aztecs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Hendricks. goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup here. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. He caught it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few edges, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Offense changing the play. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Aztecs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Back to throw, it's Hendricks. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
The throw makes the catch. It's Marshall. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resource.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, San Diego State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick six, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose. Inside the touch. Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And that deep shot's going to... incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Under fire. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Aztecs! Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hendricks. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the 4th. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'll give it to the back. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And the Aztecs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, San Diego State.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
Looking to throw. Dances away. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw. It's Hendricks. Here's a heat. Quarterback gets the first down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've gotten